British car maker Aston Martin has been in business since 1913, but the brand didn't hit the big time until James Bond climbed behind the wheel of his ejector seat-equipped silver 1964 Aston Martin DB5.
Ejector seat? You're joking.
Bond may be a fictional character, but his effect on Aston Martin is very real. In the decades since its first appearance, Aston Martin has developed into a global luxury brand that generated more than $1 billion in revenue in 2017. Today we're in Gaydon, England at the home of Aston Martin, where we'll see cars like that Aston Martin DB11 get made. The factory features two main production lines, one for the GT cars like the DB11, the other for sports cars like the Vantage. Real-life Aston Martins don't have ejector seats, but they do take 200 man-hours to make. Nearly every step of the process is done by hand, from the stitched leather upholstery to the drivetrain. Cars can spend up to 50 hours at the paint shop as employees perfect the look on each Aston. Once the cars roll off the production lines, each vehicle is scrutinized and put through a battery of tests. Despite the Hollywood fame, the company has had its fair share of financial troubles, going bankrupt 7 times in 105 years. Aston Martin returned to profitability in 2017, selling more than 5,000 cars and making $113 million on $1.1 billion in sales. But why is it so challenging for such a popular brand to make a profit? Companies like Aston Martin operate in a brutally competitive segment of the market. Every year, they depend on income from the sales of a few thousand high-priced sports cars to the world's wealthy elite, thus limiting the scope of their market. But for now, it seems like James Bond is not the only one on board.